What's up, y'all? It's Daniel the Shoemmelier, and it is time to talk about my top 3 sneakers for the year 2025 through the month of October. Now, as I put this list together, I have 3 criteria. Number 1, I started in February with 12 shoes, and every month that has gone on, I have taken away 1 shoe until now we're talking about the top 3 sneakers from January through October. Second criteria is the shoe must have been released to the general public somewhat readily available. It could not have only been at ComplexCon or at Paris Fashion Week. So that's why some shoes that were extremely limited are not eligible and therefore will not be on this list. And my number 3 criteria, it can't be a retro. I do not believe a shoe that was released initially 1, 2, 3, even 4 times before should be eligible for a Sneaker of the Year list. It had its chance the very first time it was released. Now, there are some shoes that were friends and family only, or they only made a handful or a couple of dozen way back in the day that they then released to the general public for the first time last year, like the Terror Squad Air Force Ones. Those would be eligible because they never had an official release. With all those 3 criteria out of the way, let's get to my list of my top 3 favorite sneakers released in the year 2025 so far from January through October. Number 3, we have the Action Bronson and New Balance 990 V6 Untitled, a shoe that I don't see much at all mentioned on many of the bigger Sneaker of the Year lists, and that's okay. I imagine that New Balance really doesn't fly for a lot of people. That's okay in a sea of retros and a sea of 3D printed shoes and collaborations and all this other stuff. Some shoes and some collaborations do get lost, and I really feel like Action Bronson, especially with this Untitled shoe, is getting lost. I think it is one of, if not the best one, of his collaborations of this year, of any year almost. It's really up there. The use of colors, the use of materials and textured makes it, for me, a really great looking, great wearing, just an overall great shoe, and that's why to me it's a top 3 sneaker for the year 2025. Number 2, we have the Pharrell Williams and Adidas Virginia Addy Star Jellyfish. Pick your colorway of choice. Today I will pick navy blue because navy blue is my power color. Now, I realize that contradicts what I said because as far as I know, it was only available at ComplexCon. But the orange, the green, the gray, those were readily available on Confirmed or at certain sneaker boutiques. While extremely limited and rare, it was still available. And to me, it is a fantastic, wonderful shoe, wonderful collaboration, wonderful nod to being built on a silhouette that previously existed and luxurized or made Pharrell's own. And to me, any colorway that you pick, though I think gray is my least favorite, and then I think maybe green, orange, and like I said, navy blue, that would be my order. But any of those colorways are worthy of being on the list. I wouldn't put all 4 on there. I would just put 1. And it's number 2. And as soon as it came out, it was on the list. It didn't come out till the general masses till later in the year, unlike the number 1 who came out in February-ish, if I remember correctly. But nevertheless, Footwear News proclaimed it its shoe of the year. Not that I disagree or agree, but to me it was a little early to call it, and that's why I'm going to call it later on. But for now, it's number 2. And then number 1, running wire to wire from the day, week, month it released, it's the Nigel Sylvester and Air Jordan 4, brick by brick. I cannot add or say anything that hasn't already been said about this shoe on many Sneaker of the Year's lists. I wholeheartedly think it is a definitely top 10, top 5, top 3, and for right now, top 1 atop this list. And I don't disagree with people who think otherwise. If they're like, well, it's fine. It's just a Jordan 4. It's just a brick red. It's just like, I get all of that. And that's what these conversations, that's what these lists are for. They warrant more commentary, criticism, etc. And that's fine. I think that Nigel Sylvester, as I have said since February, and I am going to stick with that. I'm going to say it with my chest. I'm going to stand on business. Nigel Sylvester is the most important collaborator in the Nike Jordan brand family. That's right. The backwards swoosh guy, he was old news before Nigel came around. And now you have someone that has way more panache, way more weight, way more creativity, way more storytelling than just making a swoosh backwards. And so Jordan brand, there have been rumors about Travis Scott going to Adidas, which I particularly don't care. I do rock with the 3 stripes. I love them. You can't put 3 stripes backwards. Doesn't make a difference. Jordan brand, if you have to pick one, you pick Nigel. You pick Nigel. You don't want to lose Travis. It doesn't really matter. I like the Travis Scott in fragments because I like the fragment. It just happens to be Travis Scott. But to me, Nigel, the most important collaborator to Jordan Brand, and this shoe, the Brick by Brick Air Jordan 4, the top sneaker of the year so far, released through the month of October. So the next video, we get down to 2, the final 2. Will it be one of these 3? Will it just be as easy as the top 2? It might be. I don't know. Every day I come to make these videos, and this is the 10th one, I change some things on the way. And even before I push record, I go, maybe we'll change that. You'll notice that the undefeated 4 was number 3 last month, and now it's on the list. I moved up the Action Bronson. Could the Action Bronson move up higher? Could the Brick by Brick move down lower? You'll have to check the next video, which will probably come out in the middle of December, and then when I pick my shoe of the year, or maybe I just might combine 1 and 2 to make it just one video. That way I'm going, shoe of the year, this one. There you go. I'll probably combine them. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think about my top 3 sneakers of the year released so far through the month of October. That's right, shoes released from January through October. No retros, generally released. Talk about it in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned and just chill. Till the next episode.